It is day 2 of the Love is Love event. Check out what students are learning about and what else is going on around campus.
The civil trial of former President Donald Trump continues. See how it's going and what new drama is unfolding.
The biggest football game of the year for Kent State is taking place this Saturday at Dick Stadium. I'll have all the details for you, so stick around.
And bringing a blast from the past, what vintage pizza vehicle will be going to auction? All these stories and more as your Thursday morning Flashcast starts right now. Good morning, Kent State and all of Portage County. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Anthony Zacharyasz.
And I'm Michael Neenan.
Well, to start things off, it was another busy week around campus for students to find something fun and interesting to do with friends. Students were out and about this week with the events held.
For more on these events, let's see what our TV2 correspondent Eli Federspiel has for us. Hi, Eli.
That's right, guys. The on-campus events held this week focused on wellness, both emotional and physical. First, let's talk more about the relationships event that began last night. The LGBTQ+ Center, SRVSS, and Women's Center began their 2-day event last night called Love is Love, Love Shouldn't Hurt. Their website says the purpose is to raise awareness about healthy and unhealthy relationships and to learn tools to help students identify unhealthy characteristics. The second half of this collaborative event will conclude in the Williamson House at 8 p.m. tonight. A vaccine symposium was held in the Kiva Auditorium Tuesday evening. The university welcomed Professor Reach from the University of Colorado Denver and founding executive director Gardner of Boost, Oregon, to share statistics, scientific efforts, and help students reflect on their vaccination efforts. The conference spoke directly to students about the responsibility they hold to maintain their health. That's it for today, Kent State. Check out kentwire.com for any upcoming events or updating stories that come your way. I'm Eli Federspiel. Back to you, Anthony and Michael.
Thank you, Eli. And staying local here, Main Street Ravenna is set to host their first Mystery on Main event. Participants will have to read a short mystery and then investigate throughout the community to find clues. Prizes and swag bags are among the attractions for this murder mystery. The event is starting this Saturday at noon. For more information, check out Main Street Ravenna's website.
Now let's take a look at the forecast for today. Currently in Kent, it is 48 degrees, but it feels like 46. It's pretty cloudy out. You're not going to see a lot of sun. It's just going to be pretty chilly. The dew point is at 41 degrees with wind traveling north at 5 miles an hour. Humidity is at 77%, and the visibility is at 9.9 miles. Not 10, but shouldn't be a problem. But that's all we have for weather for now. Be sure to check kentwire.com for any major weather updates. And I say we just get back right into the news.
In a new poll from Baldwin Wallace University, a majority of Ohioans plan to vote yes on both issues 1 and 2 this November. The poll received input from over 1,000 registered voters. Over 58% are in favor to protect reproductive rights that are laid out in Issue 1, and over 57% are in favor of Issue 2 that would legalize, regulate, and tax marijuana.
John Stamos said he was sexually abused as a child. In his new memoir, If You Would Have Told Me, the former Full House star claims that a babysitter had abused him. Stamos is currently the ambassador for Child Help, an organization supporting child abuse victims. Stamos is on tour promoting his book and will stop in Toledo October 27th.
A Tuscarawas County man is still under investigation for his violent behavior during a 9th grade football game last week. The man, identified as 46-year-old Raymond Corns II, was heckling and taunting opposing fans of West Holmes. After being asked to calm down, Korn spit at and punched fans. Once he realized deputies were arriving, he jumped in his car, struck a fan, and sped away. Korn was released on a $50,000 bond with a court order to have no contact with West Holmes fans. And when we come back, the UAW strikes are well over a month since negotiations were not made. What ramifications they are having on auto suppliers.
The Wizard of Oz for a good cause. See how these dolls are being put up for charity. All this and more when we return. Around 30 Republican lawmakers gathered at Michigan's Capitol building in Lansing, asking Democrats to condemn Hamas. Michigan State Representative Brian Posthumus went on record saying that Democrats had, quote, weak arguments against doing so, saying that they had condemned Russia for invading Ukraine during this session period.
Former President Donald Trump appeared in a New York court yesterday for his ongoing civil fraud trial. During the trial, a New York court employee was arrested for disrupting the proceedings. The woman approached the front of the courtroom in efforts to assist Trump. She was escorted out and later charged with contempt of court and disrupting a court proceeding.
The United Auto Workers strike has had a big impact on suppliers. According to the Motor and Equipment Manufacturers Association, layoffs have increased by 10% each week for suppliers of auto parts, with 39% of locations having to lay off employees. General Motors and Ford announced that they have laid off around 900 workers earlier this month.
And now, your TV2 Sports Report.
Well, basketball season is upon us, and with preseason games taking place, and the Cleveland Cavaliers will be debuting a new jersey this season. The new city uniform will be comprised of the land inscripted across the chest with gold trim against the classic wine color scheme.
The jerseys are set to make their debut on November 17th against the Detroit Pistons in the opening game of the season. The NBA in-season tournament, 4 other dates were released spanning into 2024.
Well, not too shabby of jerseys. I think the wine and gold, it's the classic colors and hard to replace the land, right?
I mean, yeah, I do like the new gilded look, but joining us is TV2 sports correspondent Noah Keeney. Noah, what do you have to say about the jerseys?
You know, honestly, guys, I think it's just a money grab here. I think it's really the same as the original home uniform. They got a little different stitching, but honestly, I think they're just trying to get some more money. I don't really understand it. But with that being said, let's get into something a little more local here and look at the Kent State homecoming. Your Golden Flashes return on home Saturday against the Buffalo Bulls in the annual homecoming game at Dick Stadium. Kickoff is set for 3:30 p.m. Homecoming festivities will take place all day Saturday. Fans are encouraged to get to Dick Stadium at least an hour before kickoff. Make sure to sign up for Kick for Cash as well, as you could win $25,000 for making a 40-yard field goal. The tailgate will open at 12:30 with DJ Smiles, and the Flashes will look to win their first conference game of the season and their second overall. Now time for some baseball. Let's look as Max Scherzer would make his first ALCS game start and a return from injury. And it's not off to a good start. After a wild pitch scored Jordan Alvarez from third base, Martin Maldonado hits a 2-run RBI single on the top of the second to give him a 3-run lead. He would be thrown out at second base, which would give Scherzer a little break. But not an inning later, another fastball, and it is crushed. Jose Altuve would not let that one get by him, left it at the top of the zone, and it's 4-0, just like that. But Josh Jung, the 8th hitter, trying to keep his team in the game, keep the 3-0 series hope alive, and he hits that one out. The lead is cut to 5-2. Jordan Alvarez looking to answer, absolutely crushes. The catcher looks upset, but don't worry, a leaping grab to save the home run. Oh, another look at that. What an amazing grab. Texas fans celebrating, and Josh Jung would hit another 2-run homer later in this game, but unfortunately, when he needed it most, he would hit into a game-ending double play, and the Astros would get a much-needed win. That's all I have for you today. I hope to see you all at the tailgate Saturday morning. I'm Noah Keeney, and this has been your Thursday morning sports report. Back to you guys.
Imagine your pizza delivery man driving up to your house in this. Pizza enthusiasts, check this one out. With only 10 ever made, the 1985 Domino's Pizza Tritan A2 delivery car is up for auction. Designed with custom pie warmers and up to 80 miles per gallon, only a few remain known today. No prices released for this spaceship-like vehicle, but a previous one sold for $45,000.
These little guys are not in Kansas anymore. A Salvation Army in West Virginia received a rare collectible Wizard of Oz dolls that will be put up for auction. The dolls feature the main 4 characters, including Dorothy, the Scarecrow, Tin Man, and Cowardly Lion. The collection also includes Glinda the Good Witch and, of course, the Wicked Witch of the West.
Well, that is something else, but how about that delivery car? I mean, that would be pretty cool to see.
I mean, yeah, I'd love to get pizza delivered on time. I mean, you know, I'd rather not tip, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Eli?
Awesome.
I wonder if it's actually any faster than a normal delivery car.
Could be the new wave.
Yeah, I think that's it. So that is all we have time for today.
Thank you so much for joining us.
For updates on all these stories and more, visit our website at kentwired.com.
And follow us on social media on all platforms at Kent Wired. I'm
Noah Keeney.
Eli Federspiel.
I'm Michael Neenan.
And I've been Anthony Zacharyasz. Have a great day, Portage County.